Hi everyone, it's Evangeline here at etrailer, and today we are looking at the Kuat NV 2.0 2-bike rack here on our 2018 Audi Q5. Now, the Audi is a premium car, so I would see the Kuat NV as a great pair since it is a premium bike rack. It has all of the wonderful features, the weight capacity, even the extra bike repair stand, great things that you would expect from a premium Kuwait bike rack. So one of its features is that it can tilt away, and to do so you pull on this lever right over here that allows it to drop down to a tilt. And you'll want to do this if you want to access the hatch on your vehicle. So as you can see, with the door opening, there's plenty of space between our hatch and our bike, allowing us to get in there, maybe grab our water, grab our bags, grab our helmets without having to take our bike off, which means you can get onto the trail a lot quicker. Then you just bring it back up into position. This has a 60-pound weight capacity, which means even if you have your heavier electric bikes, it's a fit. You can also get an access ramp down here if you just want to roll your bikes onto the bike rack. If you want to take the bike off, let's start over here by the rear wheel strap. So to do so, you just press this button and lift up on the strap. And I recommend just leaving it out to the side. That way it doesn't get caught up on the spokes when you take your bike off. Then after that, hold on to the bike as you do so it doesn't tilt back, and then just press this button, lift up on that clamp, push it out of the way, and then from here just a slight lift and you are ready to go on a bike ride. And with the bike out of the way, we get to take a closer look here at our tray system. So at the end of the tray system, there's an included cable lock. This goes around each bicycle just to help deter theft, because when thieves see that, they know it's going to be more of a difficult job to get your bikes. Then you have this really strong ratcheting strap. It comes with one fat bike strap adapter, but if you're carrying two fat bikes with tire widths of up to 5 inches, you're going to have to get one separately, but these come down and ratchet down to secure your rear wheel. Here in the front, you have the front wheel cradle, and that has different grooves for those different tire widths. And you also have this front wheel clamp. I really like the front wheel clamp design because that means, like I had a carbon fiber bike earlier, and I don't have to worry about accidentally warping the frame. This also works for your alternate frame bikes, like your women's bikes, your children's bikes, your step-through bikes, because with this, you don't need a frame adapter bar. This secures your bike by that front wheel and makes it a lot easier to use. When you do have a bike rack on your vehicle though, there is some length added to the back of it. So let's take some measurements. Measuring from the bumper here on our Q5 to the end of the bike rack where that bike repair stand is, it sits at 32 inches long. Now that's pretty average for a 2-bike rack, but still something to think about when you're backing into your garage or when you're parking into a tight spot. Remember, you do have that extra length behind you. Let's also take a look at ground clearance. So ground clearance behind or underneath our tray, this sits at 21 3/4 inches. But over here by the shank, ground clearance is 12.5 inches. So especially for this car, ground clearance is very important because you're going up a steep incline like a driveway or a hill. So actually it's a good thing this has a shank rise, because then your bikes are higher off the ground and less likely to hit it when you do go on those inclines. Another of its features is that it can fold up. To do so, you pull on this lever and then you just fold it up just like that. Really quick, really easy. This one has the nice bike repair stand, which sticks out like that, allowing you to do repairs while you're on the road. Let's take some measurements with it folded up. Measuring from our bumper again to the end of the bike rack, by the trays, it actually sits at 7.5 inches, but does stick out further here by the anti-rattle knob, and that's going to be about 14.5 inches out. Closest point between our bike rack and our bumper would be, you have a 4-inch clearance, so plenty of space. No need to worry about any contact between the bike rack and your vehicle while you're driving. Also, as you are driving around town, this is a great position for it to be in because you don't have that extra length added. with it folded up here like this, let's see how it works with our car. So it looks like our taillights are completely open. Our rear window is open as well. Now as for the backup camera, it sits right here. So it does come kind of right where that bike repair stand, but it is far enough that you will still have that full field of view in your camera or in your backup view. It does kind of cover our license plate too, so just remember that, especially in terms of local laws and regulations. It's still pretty normal when you do have any bike rack though. Let's also talk about how it fits into our hitch. This has a 2-inch solid shank. Now if you have an 1.25" receiver, you can get this exact same bike rack, but with an 1.25" shank. Just check out and make sure you get the right bike rack for your receiver. It comes with a hitch pin and a lock. Now that lock's gonna be key to the lock on your trays, which means you can secure your bikes as well as your bike rack with the same key. It's a tool-free install, which means you just pop it into your hitch. You tighten it down with this anti-rattle knob that extends a ball cam in their hitch. So then as I shake the bike rack to simulate the stress and the vibrations on the road, I'm mainly moving the vehicle at this point, which shows that it takes out that rattle and sway, making for a smoother ride for your bicycles. Alright, so my final thoughts about this bike rack on our vehicle here is it really does match the aesthetic, the look, and the functions of our Audi Q5 here. This does come in different colors. I have it in gunmetal gray, but it also comes in metallic black or matte black if you get the one without the bike repair stand. It has that great weight capacity. If you have your heavy electric bikes, this is a really good option for carrying them with your vehicle, since you will have that access ramp upgrade option. So that was a look at the Kuat NV 2.02 bike rack here on our 2018 Audi Q5.